What's up, Legacy Crew? It's your boy John.
Girl Chelsy, and this is
The Real Bookers Podcast.
So, you guys, today, before we get started, we're gonna let you know our topic, which is when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. So this is a very important topic that we're going to talk about today. Yes. Okay. And it has my husband in mind. And we came up with this topic today. But before we get started, just letting you guys know, today is Motivational Monday. So this is what this blog and podcast is going to be about. So we are recording this for our YouTube and for our podcast, which will also have a blog post on this exact subject as well. So get to know us on those platforms. All links will be down below. Follow us to find new things that's coming up. And also our latest thing that we did was our product review on a temperature, a thermometer for food. So it was glad to hear that somebody commented on our blog saying that we helped them get a meal out of it from somebody else, because
that's always a good thing.
Somebody else was searching for that product. So we always are grateful for when we can help with people with things that we provide as well. So thank you up to that customer. Waiting for your reply on what you ate. Yeah. So let's get right in it.
All right.
So, first of all, it's very important to know your self-worth.
Very important.
That has a lot to do with who you are as a person, what you will do in this world, and how you will actually get there.
Exactly.
So, determining your self-worth is very, very important. So, Honey Bun, how can we determine our self-worth?
Find out what you're willing to do. Far as find out what you're willing to work on to better yourself, to know that you're good enough for yourself first. So once you've established that, the rest should come easy, because you'll know yourself with certain things you're not going to take.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. So like some things, like for example, what is something that you are willing to take from a person, and what's something that you're willing not to take?
Really, just how a person treats you, how a person talks to you. Learn the difference. You know what I mean? You know how you want to be treated. Learn where a line that you don't want it to be crossed, and find out your weaknesses. You know,
finding your weaknesses is very important as well, because once you find out what your weaknesses are, it will help. You will need to overcome those weaknesses.
True.
Because those are the things that are holding you back.
Exactly.
From yourself.
Exactly.
People put a lot of blame out there on other people, like, this is the reason why I can't get this. This is the reason why I can't go there. No. What are you doing?
Yeah.
First,
you might be holding yourself back. Yeah.
Yes.
You might be holding yourself back.
And that is very important.
So take a look at yourself first. Yeah. It may not be everyone around you. It might be just yourself sometimes. And, you know. Now,
other people do have their little parts in it too, but you still have to take responsibility for yourself.
Exactly.
Because you are in control of yourself.
That's right.
You can't control somebody else's mind, body, whatever. But you are in control of yourself. So no matter what you go through, you have to figure out you first.
Exactly.
And another thing is, with that is, don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable in your situation, no matter what it might be. You might be going through a lot. You might not be going through a lot, but don't get comfortable, because things are always going to change, but it's up to you to make it change for the better.
Exactly. That's good.
And what's another one, babe?
Another one is to be how someone treats you. You know, you really want to pay attention to someone, the way they are acting towards you. You know, is it just bad energy, or this person's not treating you like you want to be treated? Or because sometimes people be around the wrong people, they will make you feel like you're not worth anything. You know, but
so something pertaining to like maybe your situation, or what can you do to help that?
Getting your element. Getting your element. Find out what your element is. If you're used to a certain way And if it's working for you, okay, stick with that. If you want to make a change, like, hey, you can really, find something different, but find your element.
I really like that because everyone's elements are different, whether it's a lifestyle or something that you like to do. It's important for you to find that out and immerse yourself in it, even if you don't have the money for it, or if you don't know where to start. Research and get into it, because it'll get your mind creating things and starting for your mind to change to be what you want it to be.
Exactly.
And so our next point in this segment is going to be about the people who do not value you.
Oh, that's good.
And how to determine those people. So part of that goes back to what you were talking about earlier, is how someone treats you.
Yeah.
So how can you tell how someone treats you that they don't value you?
If you're around a certain person and it's probably always tension, or it could be you're a little bit always tension, or it's always a little bit of conflict, in some kind of way where it's like you're not used to it, and it could be you and this person just not vibing, or it could be just because you want to be treated a certain way, and this other person doesn't know how to treat you per se. So it's really about knowing where the parts are, knowing where, like, which part works and which part it doesn't. You're not gonna find everybody's not going to really get you per se, but
that is so true.
Everybody's not going to get you per se, but there's that one person that will get you. It's that one person that you find that will get you, because
sorry.
It's that one person that will get you, because there's somebody out there for everybody.
Yes.
And no matter what situation you're going through, God didn't intend for us to be alone.
No.
In the first place. So.
No, He did not. And also with talking about people and who people don't value, another way is to determine who people don't, the people who don't value you is non-motivating people.
Yeah,
so
non-motivated people.
When people, for example, like, say if you are telling somebody some good news that's going on with you, your life, whatever it may be, whether it's good, bad, or whatever, and they just act like it don't matter.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. They change the subject to what they're
start
doing,
talking about,
or try to say something along the lines that you're saying.
We know people like that.
But then change it up like that's what they got going on.
Exactly. So, if you hear a person, it's like, for example, if you can say, "Well, I just closed on a house," they'll say, "Well, yeah, I just got a new car." You know what I'm saying? They're not.
It's like people try to.
That's at least that's a what's up, or that's good, or that's what's up.
No, they don't.
If someone can't give you
greatness.
Exactly, they can't even give you that's what's up.
Yeah,
that person's not for you.
Because
that person's not for you. But like that's non-motivating. Like
there's always little hints in how someone speaks, someone's behavior, body language, and just that person in general. If they just are that type of person,
actions speak louder than words, man. Because sometimes a person not to say it, they're showing you that what you got going on is not that important. But you'll see them trying to watch the little things you're doing or social media and stuff like that, just to try to keep up with you. You're not competing with that person, but
that's what I'm saying. People always trying to compete
It's not.
When you're not trying to compete with them.
You're not competing with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they're trying to compete with you to make themselves feel good, because they don't want to be left behind. Far as this person, like I said, this person gets closed on a house and you close on a car when you probably don't even have a car. It just sounds good. You sometimes people tend to get around people
that we get deep in that subject. We got to make that a whole other subject to get into it. But
I want to give y'all too much, because that's a whole nother segment we got coming. So that's just a little. We just touch base on that a little bit,
So and our next point is going to be how to react to these type of people who do not value you or know your self-worth.
How to react.
That point is going to be another subject as well. So stay tuned for that as well.
Exactly.
So you guys, is there anything else you want to add, Honeybun?
I mean, it's really just stay in tune with God.
Yes.
Not getting caught up in the hype. Our motto always been create your own lane. So Like, once again, that's another segment coming up.
Be you.
Be you.
Be you.
You know, be you. Don't try to be nobody else. Just be you.
When you start being you,
things will happen.
You will find your self-worth. You will walk into your self-worth and you will own it.
Exactly.
And once you find your self-worth, own that.
Exactly, yeah.
Own it.
Exactly.
And you'll see so
be
many
proud of who you are.
Come out of you.
Yeah, make yourself proud, you know? Yeah.
So, you guys.
That's all I have.
That's all we have on this subject. And
that's
remember, when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around the people who don't.
That's right.
So, you guys, make sure you follow our social medias. Check out this blog post on the same topic. And also, for our YouTubers, check out the podcast. Our podcast listeners, check out our YouTube. All links will be down below for our social medias. Follow, subscribe, like, and comment.
That's right.
We're waiting to hear from you guys even more.
I think that's it.
That's all.
Once again, it's your boy Jonathan.
And your girl Chelsy.
And this is the Real Bookers Podcast. See y'all later.